This Saturday night.
The 29th
Check one,
Center
two.
was transformed into a giant Tetris game. Super-sized pieces fell into place down two sides of the skyscraper's glass facade, embedded with hundreds of LED lights, while competitors used huge joysticks to maneuver the shapes into place. The spectacle kicked off Building Tech Week. It's not the first time the game, which turns 30 this year, has been played on a building with a skyscraper-sized version. Maybe a record. Daniela Vallata, ABC News.
Checking CKTV Sports.
All right.
The Mound face the Yankees in a rubber match this afternoon. It won't be easy as the Yanks will counter with big CC Sabathia. First pitch in that one goes at 1 o'clock. 6 games on the NHL schedule, including an afternoon affair between the Blues and the Blackhawks. Elsewhere, Buffalo is in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers. And Leaf fans may be cheering for the Islanders when New York travels to Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets. The Jackets in Toronto for the second and final wild card spot.
So they're out, eh?
For more news in Niagara, go to
Yes, they have no
610ckTV.com or text us anytime with your comments and news tips at 61010. Your weather is next.
You may think that buying contraband tobacco doesn't really hurt,
Greatest pictures.
but I bet you don't know
Well,
that
I
illegal
didn't see that.
cigarettes are distributed by a drug dealer network. Or that illegal cigarettes finance organized crime.
So we'll start out and just say, tell me a little bit about yourself, why you're doing what you do, what drives you,
When you buy them,
and then whatever you want after that.
Coalition Against Contraband
And then created 2 wines. Who could say they created a wine?
ContrabandTobacco.ca.
Did you name it after yourself?
Every year I make about 890,000 liters.
great
So you created them. Or you're naming them after
I
yourself?
make it, I create it, I do it
Okay.
all. I work in the winery and press the grapes, I make the blends.
How long now have you been a winemaker?
As professionally, 12 years, at Hernder Estates for 8.
I was just gonna ask that
So
next.
from like
Hernder.
grape to bottle.
So from
Had to
school,
do-
where did you go?
Park University.
Yeah, and then you went, which one?
Then I was hired at Hillebrand and then Jackson Triggs and then
Okay.
Hernder.
Nice.
But those 2 wines, yeah, pink, those are made for our foundation.
Is that what they were
Create.
called? Pink?
Yeah, that's why, because my friend passed away from breast cancer, so that's why we called it pink, and there's a ribbon on it.
Mm.
And so with each purchase,
That's
money
nice.
goes to the foundation.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Good work, yeah.
thank you.
It's gotta make you feel good.
Yep. That's the reason why we do it.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Are you limited, like how many women are?
Jim Fannon welcomes winemaker Lydia Tomek and Cory Cruz in studio, and it all starts now on the Jim Fannon Show on News Talk 610 CKTV.
You want it? Rob Pollock. Guess really should have spoken up about
Let's
it.
go!
He's on it.
Wednesday on the show, with Brian McMullen announcing he will not seek a second term as mayor, that really opens up the field, in my opinion. Who enters now? Will Jeff Birch fulfill his vow? What about Walter Senzik? Does Jim Fannon finally see a race he could win?
What?
We'll discuss Mayor
Smartass!
Wednesday.
Tom
Who's that Tom McConnell guy? I'm going after him.
610 CKTV. This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610.
Insult.
Call now.
Loud.
905-688-2582. 1-877-610-2582. Or text us at 61010.
Maybe use that on the way out too.
I made one mistake in my life. I killed birds burning down.
And a sensational Sunday to you, genius of you to listen. This is the Jim Fannon Show. Live from downtown St. Catharines, right here at 12 Yates Street, the White House of Talk. Every Sunday at noon. You have to check out the new show page on Facebook. My life is not Facebook, but you need to get down there. I have a measly 109 likes so far. And the link for the first simulcast of this show is broadcasting right now on YouTube. The link is on the Jim Fannon Show. My webcam pooched on me this morning, so I'm just using my Mac. The video quality's not great. It's our first stab at this, but we're having a lot of fun. Cruise by my Facebook page, the Jim Fannon Show. Like me, so I feel important. The Jim Fannon Show is taking a new direction here. Continued support from the station, I appreciate very much. But we got a lot to do. Photography, video, we're streaming. We need website help, social media. I mean, come on, who's got time for all of these accounts? Like, pretend to be a real estate agent. Part-time hemperer. Seriously. If you have some talent and you're looking to get involved, we could employ you. Probably make some money off it. Give me a shout. Touch me out, jimfannon@gmail.com. Chirp me on Twitter @JimFannon, and include the station too @610 CKTB. A continuing tradition here. If you are a local musician, we want to pimp you if you do not suck. Cory Cruz is in the booth today, playing in David B. Jones's studio. Jonesy's last gig. Got a new job, will not be working behind the board tomorrow. I hate uncertainty. Who's running the board next week? Thanks, Jonesy. Jonesy will screen your calls. If you call, you get on. He doesn't ask you what you want to talk about. 905-688-2582 are your digits. Pound them relentlessly. This is a participation talk show. It's much better when you're involved. So Cory Cruz is playing some live bumper music for us today, and our guests are Lydia Tomek.
Hi.
Oh, well, I didn't ask you to speak. Oh, she wants to talk already. Lydia Tomek is the winemaker at Hernder Estate Winery. Thank you for taking the time to come in.
No problem. Thanks for having me in.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I see you brought some wine.
Yeah.
Don't usually drink during the day, but I don't know. I might be.
It's after 12.
There you go. It's noon, afternoon. Lydia Tomek will talk to us for a half an hour starting at 12:15. And then Cory Cruz will come in and talk to us about a little bit about his music career. He is a Niagara Music Award winner. Talk to him about some of the gigs he's got coming up and what it's like being a rock star in beautiful Niagara. Cory Cruz will be in. Lots happening this week. Wow. Brian McMullen is out as mayor. We will have a new mayor next term. The worst kept secret in St. Catharines, Jeff Birch, is in. And I predict Birch will get McMullen's endorsement at some point. There's going out on the short wee ones, eh? Really making an outrageous prediction there. A lot of people's names have been bandied around, including Walter Sendzik, the top staffer over at the St. Catharines Chamber. The Greater Niagara Chamber of Commerce, he is the GM over there. Lots of people talking about him dropping his name. Geez, we've heard Dart's name. Even Burtnick, I heard the other day. Petrowski. I think Petrowski's going to run for the region. We will get back to politics next week. We'll have Jeff Birch and Peter Secord in here for a segment each with me, and then head-to-head for the last segment. I am looking forward to that. And as always, we're at the forefront of politics out here. It's like when the provincial by-election came up, I was first to have all the candidates in here to get to know you, or for you to get to know them more like it. First, our access to Jeff Birch and Peter Secord, the two front-runners, I think I can safely say. And it's my take that we will not have a provincial election in the spring, that Andrea Horvath will find a place for herself in Wynn's bed. I mean her political bed. I don't need the static. Back up. And we'll go to 2015 in October. I think this thing will see it through. But should we have a provincial election, nothing will happen municipally. None of the media and none of the electorate will look to the municipal or the mayor's race, or except maybe in Toronto. The provincial writ is dropped. The municipal campaign will go dark. So next week we get back to a full hour of politics. Look for more from 610 CKTB and local programming. I think Lee Sterry's into his third week. Saturday, 10 to 1. Old-time radio guy. Great voice. Golden voice. This is Cory Cruz, playing the live bumpers on the way in and the way out. Next, we're going to talk everything great with Lydia, the winemaker over at Hernder on 610 CKTV. Niagara Music Award winner.
When you're always what I wanted.
Should have brought my guitar. Jammed with them.
Oh, I can't believe you took it up. You're so modest. Denise says, well, should I bring Pinky over? So put Pinky. Wine? So guitars. Oh.
Yeah. Well, every Christmas I play a song for the staff. I rate it. I'll take like a song off the radio, change the words, and play it at the Christmas.
Yeah.
Make fun and cut everybody up.
Yeah.
Not that good, but I taught myself how to play. But I have fun. And there's a few of them on YouTube. So. And every once in a while I have a special guest comes and joins me.
Awesome. You hear that? It's dark in here. Lighting's not great on that thing either, but
That's right. This is cool.
yeah, man, have a lot of fun with it.
So are you growing medicinal marijuana?
No, I don't grow. I have a hemp food business.
Oh.
Seed oil, nut flour, and protein powder.
Really?
Yeah, it's essential fatty acids, right? So
Yeah, no. I
perfect
know
protein,
this.
and yeah, it makes a really nice body scrub. It leaves you scented really clean, and it just smells. I can't describe it. People say it smells like a baby, but it sounds like very natural.
I got a message from a caller.
Yeah.
He said that Tim Hudak's an idiot, but you're cool.
Get the phone number. I want to call him back. I don't believe it, man.
Yeah.
You get 'em?
I'll get them again when he starts.
When those files are too big to email, even the 1-minute files?
Yeah, we have to download them onto the computer, and then you can do whatever you want with them. I just need to figure out how to do that with this phone.
Say that a little louder for YouTube. You got to keep reminding yourself.
I'll make faces.
I told Jonesy, don't come. Like, you can come into the booth, but he says no F-bombs. I said, well, it's all on you, man. You want to swear? There's no internet police.
That's right.
Stay on the job. Who are you right now?
So what's the team?
So you
hemp
take-
hearts? You're the hemp hearts guy?
Seed, oil, nut, flour, protein
But
powder.
there's like an actual hemp hearts company.
Yeah, no, that's Manitoba Harvest is probably who you're seeing on Nature's Hemp.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not in any stores yet. And, you know, I've been pretty splintered between real estate and part-time politics, and now this show is taking a lot of work. I love this show. The real estate's been pretty good to me for providing me an income.
Oh, great.
And I'm really good at it, but this, I mean, I love this. So I'm on Good Friday. I'm covering for Tom, so I go to on the week. A lot of people still the callers usually show up 9 to 12, 9 to 1 now. So I really love that. So I've become one of the guys that fills in for KJ and Larry Fedorik and Tom McConnell when they leave. So I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I brought in some like little tour passes if you wanted to give it out to the callers or something like that.
Yeah.
Call in and have a chance to win a free tour and tasting at Hernder Wines.
Okay.
I've got those. Actually, I'll grab.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that by text, only because I've never given anything away before. So.
Yeah.
How many you got?
I got a stack. You can get callers, come on.
All right.
My birthday.
Tomek. Tomek.
It's Croatian.
I'm going to turn this so that it's pointed towards me. If you're looking at me, you know, use words.
Hey, darling, inspiration is the game. It picks you up and sets you free. Believe in yourself so you can see that everything is meant to be. That everything is meant to be.
Welcome back. I am Jim Fannon. It's as easy as that. You can strum a guitar, got a halfway decent voice, reach out. JimFannon@gmail.com. You can call the station 905-688-2582 to get on air anytime. We want to give you some buff, lift you up a little bit, give you some props. Give us a shout. That's Cory Cruz playing the live bumpers for me today on the Jim Fannon Show, and now we're joined by Lydia Tomek. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you've been up to. Shameless self-promoter, which I love in you. You're everywhere. Covers of magazines, you're speaking at Queens. Tell us a little bit about where you've come from and why you kind of gravitated to this end of the business.
Well, I'm originally from the Niagara region, and I studied winemaking at Brock. And shortly after graduating, I got a great position as a winemaker for a local winery, and I've been in the business now for 12 years. And sometimes being a young female winemaker makes it a little bit challenging. However, I've sort of utilized that and realized that those are actually strengths. Being young and vibrant and having that femininity actually helps when it comes to the winemaking process. And I am, 21st century, and Twitter and social media is the way to go. And I want to take people along my ride and show them what we're doing at the winery and promote all the great things that we're doing.
Now, exactly what does a winemaker do? Are you getting your fingers dirty? You're down in those vats? I mean, I know you're creating wines and stuff, but it can't be all that sexy.
Yeah, well, I know you're broadcasting, so I cleaned up a little bit, but usually my hands are stained purple, so it's everything from walking in the vineyards to when it's harvest. You're there when you're pressing and crushing the grapes, to pumping and filtering. I work at a family-run operation, so it's extremely hands-on, and so it's not only doing some of the manual labor, it's also running the tests, brainstorming on marketing, sourcing out the packaging, and then doing PR. And I found that, I love the hard work, I love the blending and the tasting and all that, but it's going out there and enjoying it with people and sharing your passion with people at these events and showing them, what you created and have them enjoy it with you. That really makes the job fun.
Now tell me about your role in leadership. I see that you're speaking as a woman winemaker and a woman of influence, or a businesswoman, standing up before Queens and cover of Maclean's magazine. I mean, I get that, some of us are drawn to the spotlight and don't fear it, and some of us are born to be leaders, but how have you really stepped in and kind of self-promoted yourself and taking this on yourself? I mean, you've got to make your own breaks in this business.
Yeah, it is. A little bit is self-promotion, but a lot of it is, that whole idea of action speaking louder than words. And I come from humble beginnings from the east side of Welland, and had to work, twice as hard.
Jonesy, he's not there. You can't dump that, eh? With a 7-second delay, can you get that? She said she's from southeast side of Welland. Yeah.
East side,
too late. It's I spent some time in Welland myself. Went to high school there, so I can joke.
Yeah. All right. So
Loving
you're that right. Yeah.
Loving
we usually don't share that with everyone, but no, it was cool. It was cool growing up in Welland, but nonetheless, education and was always emphasized at home, and I worked my butt off. I graduated top of my class. I always found the time to, whether it was volunteer or work extra hard, I'm just passionate about it, and when you love what you do, I think it stands out and people start to notice. Sometimes I have the tendency to be a little bit of a ham, but I'm actually extremely shy, and to the point where it limited me from opportunity. And I think it took my grade 6 school production of Wizard of Oz when they wouldn't let me do Dorothy, and then I realized I got to change and a hermit. And
Lydia Tomek is my guest. Lydia, I don't know if you're a person of faith or whatnot, but God kind of brings you together with people at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Many people go their whole life without getting, hey, this is why I was put here. Many people aren't in the career that they feel like if they had a purpose or a meaning for life, they're not in it. So tell me a little bit about what you think you were put here to do. What's your purpose on this earth?
I've always asked myself that question. When I was a kid, I always loved sensorial chemistry, and I always wanted to help people. And I would do everything from working with my dad in the garden to creating my own perfumes to helping out and volunteering. And I think that the one great thing about wine, which I'm starting to learn, and I'd say I'm quite faithful, but the most beautiful thing that's always existed hundreds and thousands of years, especially in terms of winemaking, is that saying, in vino veritas. And I truly believe that in wine there is truth, and I find that when it's enjoyed and consumed appropriately and properly, it does bring people together, and it does stimulate conversation and thought, and it's a beautiful presentation of the earth and where you come from. And just having that at the table with friends and food, I think it adds that human side to it. And I'd like to think that I was maybe put here to, not make people feel so intimidated about wine, and really allow them to enjoy it and love it. And not only that, celebrate. That's what I want to do. I want to celebrate. I love to make wine, but I also love to enjoy it and have it there for christenings or your wedding day or someone's birthday, and have it there. I get a rush when someone has my glass of wine in their glass and they're toasting their family, celebrating an anniversary. So that's sort of what it is, and I think it's just spreading the love. And I think that's what it is.
Now, it's gone outside the box of winemaking. I see two things that jump out for me here is you're on the cover of Maclean's magazine, and you're standing with 4 queens in November of this year talking about women in leadership. Talk to me about why and how did you get recruited, and what are you going to speak about?
Well, a few months ago, I was at the Waterloo Women's Show, and they had asked me to speak, and they're like, "Oh, what's it like being a female winemaker in a male-dominant industry?" And at some point, it's not necessarily a matter of being male or female. It's utilizing your strengths and taking what you have and those innate qualities and utilizing them towards success. And for me, I found that things like female intuition, femininity, balance, passion, love, that maternal instinct, especially with winemaking. I don't have children, but I say my wines are my kids.
And women are naturally nurturing as far as that goes too, so it's almost like your creation. You're taking care of one or another.
Exactly. We're great multitaskers, and so I think being able to identify that a little bit earlier has led me to some of the successes. When I started off, I was 23 years old, I was the youngest winemaker in Canada at that time. And we've made some fantastic wines, and we've won awards, and I think that sort of draws attention, and people like to hear it. People like to hear, that hard work does pay off.
Tell me a little bit about, just on our way out here, we're going to catch a break, and then we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, you see the wine industry is a male-dominated industry. Almost every industry, you can say that about. How are you finding it?
It is to a certain extent. I find that it's also a mature industry. So sometimes even youth might work against you. But it's slowly changing. Like from when I started, when I was studying in school, to where we are now, we went from maybe a good cluster of 5 fantastic female winemakers to now just shy of a dozen. And so it's good, that there are some pioneers that are breaking the doors down and making it a little more accessible. But in the end, it's not a matter of being male or female. It's your passion, it's your talent, it's your intelligence and your science background that ultimately prevails. So just like wine needs longevity, the winemaker needs longevity and needs to back it up.
Lydia Tomek is the winemaker at Hernder's Estate Winery. Cory Cruz is playing some bumper music. Head on over to my Facebook page, The Jim Fannon Show. We just launched it yesterday. 100 friends, and it's only 14 or 16 hours. But the link to the YouTube simulcast is there. And we go right through the commercials, so you can see all behind the scenes. You can see us on air now, live. We're broadcasting nonstop for an hour. Check it out. We're having a lot of fun with it right here on 610 CKTV.
All right.
Thank you, pro. Nice. No nerves?
No, not anymore.
Poor Cory says I brought my words because I'm so nervous. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. I said, if you're nervous when you come over here with me, I get it. But you're just playing music. It's your music.
You have to do it a couple of times when you're nervous, and then you're not happy with your performance. And then you realize it can't be like this. You got to be relaxed, natural. When you do that, then it goes smooth, right?
Yeah.
Time in your misery. It's been a long time waiting for change. Broken promises you're not afraid. Leave me waiting. I
Niagara Region Transit gets you where you need to go for one low fare. Pay just $6 when you board and transfer for free to and from local St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, and Welland transit systems to reach your destination. Also available are 10 ride cards for only $45 and monthly passes for $160. Niagara Region Transit is
I hear you.
A welding school, not Sky Academy. So
Hi, viewer. 15,000 viewers. Holy cow. Only 1 hour.
We should say. So we're here naked.
Traffic. Niagara Region Police say no new accidents.
There's a good tease.
Highways are moving on problem-free, and at the border, minimal to no delay in all border crossings in both directions. Your 610 CKTV satellite weather forecast. Sunny skies today, a high of 11 degrees. Overnight skies remain clear, low dropping to +1. Monday,
It's streaming actually, so I would actually, but I'm afraid that if I disconnect it, that will get cut from the stream. Warm in here, eh?
CKTV.
Stressed out about my wine, guys.
Drinking? Yeah, I did. Sturdier ones from Wine Festival.
Well, I guess we should partake just so I can say that I tried the Hernder. My brother's made me a real wine snob. I'm kind of a valley guy.
Okay, all right.
Sonoma, Napa, is it Alexandra Valley as well? It really made me a snob that way.
I want it to be perfectly presented just for you.
What are we having?
We're having our 2010 Merlot, and I love Merlot.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of this one. I love it. So,
Big, eh?
yeah. Cheers.
Hello.
2010 was very good.
Nostalgia.
Oh,
One for the house?
Živjeli.
Oh, no. Don't get me on the Croatian swear words. Too many of them. No, that's after.
We are from Welland.
Yeah. So,
We'll have to do a selfie with wine.
it's nice.
There we go. There we go. Cool.
Lots of fun. So, and we were just saying earlier, too, if you have suggestions, you think, anybody that's got a good cause or a high-level guest or anything like that for the show. We used to do a 2-hour show, but we've been moved around. The province is coming up at 1 o'clock. It's 10:10.
Right.
It's like the leader show, so it's political, and have the Kudak and Win and Horvath. They rotate every 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
So we got preempted for that, but usually we've got a couple hours to really give some good content and good consideration and time to anything that comes up.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well,
The B guy on a couple of weeks ago, talking about Neil Nick. Pesticides.
where all our farms are owned by the properties. Like anything too, you have to have a fine balance between, the bottom line and what's right for the future, right? And sometimes insecticides can be very scary too. And, but it's really interesting though, because you know how our tick populations have spiked.
Mm-hmm.
There's theories behind that, correlating to the fact that fewer and fewer insecticides are being used because of that. So I think, it's fantastic that we're changing, but I think some of these drastic changes are going to take a while for the ecosystem to balance
What
itself
is your theory that the tick population's dropped off or
has
increased?
increased, right? Because there's no insect so much, and that's so sad. Because treatment in Ontario sucks, right? You have to go to Florida for it. Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about the green
have Picasso Foundation. Then I have a just sponsored. The Local Love Project's kind of cool too, right? That's kind of green and with Earth Day and stuff.
So those two subjects will probably take us the rest of the segment. It's only about 10 minutes tops.
No problem. Because Hernder Picasso Foundation actually. Yeah. That's what Pink, the proceeds from Pink and the golf tournament are what go to the foundation, and I think we had 1057 also involved with our Halloween party. We have a crazy costume party where we decorate the winery and people come, and all the money goes to the foundation for that, and then we have a contest and give away money for the best costume or whatever, and Jonesy plays, and so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
No drama.
No.
How's Cruz doing over there? Is he okay? Not wet in the bed or anything, eh? Good thing you brought the lyrics. Scrub. From water to hot chocolate to Merlot.
Yeah.
Now we got it nailed.
Yeah. And then got that.
This is the Jim Fannon Show on Niagara's News Talk 610. Call now, 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-2582, or text us at 61010.
Feel the sun's not out today. Waste away broken dreams of you and me. There's nothing but time, words that never fade. And there's a truth to be told, you never know. You never understood my pain, but still a part of us remains. Now I'm lost now without you. Remember when we used to say love will never be replaced? Why couldn't we just fall off and run? And I've been waiting and staying. It hurts just to see you again. I know the best of times the world ours. Now I'm locked up in.
Just want to keep them let them keep rolling. Play the rest of the album if you want. Nice job, Cory Cruz on guitar, playing in Jonesy's studio. We're gonna get Jonesy in the booth at the end of the show and talk about where he's going, why he's leaving us, and how he can just hang me out to dry. He's been running my show here for many, many weeks. Lydia Tomek, winemaker over at Hernder Estate Wineries. Tell us a little bit about the charity part of your business. I know that Hernder and Picasso's at the foundation. I spoke at it 4 years ago on behalf of the NHS fundraising, thanks to my friend Jen Cook that asked me to come on and help raise some money in the community. What a great room that was, and an excellent facility. I don't know how many weddings I've been to over there. Tell us a little bit about the foundation, how it came to be, and what it's up to.
Well, the foundation is something that's really close to my heart because my first vintage with Hernder Estate Wines, I had a friend that was diagnosed with cancer, and so in her honor, I wanted to make a wine that would help raise money for Niagara. And following that and that whole idea, that's how we partnered up with Picasso's and created our own foundation and pledged $250,000 to the Walker Cancer Center. And so this has been now ongoing, and we have so many great fundraising events, from a wicked Halloween costume party to our successful golf tournament, which is going to be coming up in the next couple of months. So right now we're just getting everything all organized, looking for sponsors, tea sponsors, gift sponsors, and it's just really special. And you know, the Hernder family's been around for quite some time in the Niagara region, and they also understand the importance of giving back to the community, and I'm glad that they supported me on this. And sadly, since the start of the foundation, I lost a friend to breast cancer, so I created another rosé, and I called it Pink Version 2.0, Audrey's Blend, and we released that last Valentine's Day. And that's been, people have been really receptive to that. And I'm just really thankful that they gave me the chance to be able to make a wine in my friend's honor, and it helped me, sort of heal, and along the way it's going to help a lot of people too by improving treatment in our region, which we need so badly.
905-688-2582. We're open phones here on the Jim Fannon Show. We will take your call. Lydia Tomek is my guest. She is the winemaker, and she can pour a mean glass, too. My glass is not empty. I think we'll be done with this bottle. I have
That's your
home,
second glass.
And it hits me hard, too. Text us, 61010, or you can call toll-free on the Bell Mobility Network. That is pound 610. Got a couple texts here. Keep up the good work. Thanks. You and whoa. Let's try this. Keep up the good work. Thanks, you and CKTB for the indie programming, Wayne 416. Oh, Wayne from the 416. Romy, I hear you're running for mayor. Okay, I should have addressed that. Tommy, this is a little promo there. Jim Fannon saw a race that he finally can win. Lydia Tomek is my guest winemaker at Hernder Estate Winery. Tell us a little bit more what this garden, what'd you call it?
It's called the Loca Love Garden Project.
Okay, saw that on your Twitter address, Lydia
Yes.
Loca.
Yeah, that's my nickname, and so I took Loca and
That's not loco, like loca en la cabeza.
like a crazy woman. No, and so what I did is I had a great chance to work with some beautiful children from a school from my old neighborhood, and I'm building them a garden, and I want them to have a beautiful school community garden, and I'm teaching the kids about planting seeds and the ecosystem and earthworms and bees and soil, and we're now entering our 4th week, and we've got the kids excited, and we started planting already in our little egg cartons, and they're starting to sprout. And
what are you growing? Food?
Yeah, so I'm building a garden. I've divided it into 4 little quadrants, and there's going to be like
at the school.
At the school, and I'm utilizing things from the winery like old barrels, old tires, skids, and I'm modifying it, and the kids will help me. We'll paint it, and we'll have our prayer garden, our vegetable garden, flower garden, and the coolest thing is that my friends from Stoke Seeds hooked me up with these magical pumpkin seeds. We're gonna have giant pumpkins too. Kids are just gonna love it. So
another whole family.
Yeah, and this is just something that I did. I decided a couple months ago, instead of going to Starbucks every morning, I love it. I'm gonna just take that money and put it towards my garden fund. So I've been using that to buy seeds and soil and calling up some friends, and they've been really supportive. So if anyone out there has any topsoil they want to get rid of, or planters, or anything that these kids can use, I'll take it. And, we'll reuse it and modify and make this school special.
Now you are the calendar girl for Grapes for Humanity.
Yeah.
Grapes for Humanity.
So a few years ago, there was this amazing calendar that came out, and they put together a few females from around Ontario, and I ended up posing with the barrel, and I got a little comfortable, and so they made me Miss November and Miss October, and that one beautiful picture of me hugging the barrel follows me wherever I go, and it's kind of cool because actually the CEO of that barrel company saw that picture and purchased it, and it's now in the office. I wish he knew that I used his barrels, and maybe he could send me a few free ones.
It's not a little creepy?
Yeah, it kind of is, but you know what? My face isn't showing. It's just my shoulder and my back. So.
Lydia Tomek is my guest. Just on the way out, Lydia, just give us your Twitter account, anything else you want to promote, websites or foundations, any ways that the public can get a hold of you.
I have my own website. It's www.lydiatomek.com, and I'm constantly posting things that are going on, as well as my Facebook account, which is Lydia Tomek Winemaker, and my Twitter account, which is @LydiaLoca. So follow me. I'll take you along for a ride, and you'll get to see not only the hard work that goes in making the wine, but the fun that goes afterwards.
I really appreciate you coming in. I haven't given prizes away. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that for other people other than sponsors. Not sure if Hernder is one, but if they're not, we'll make you one.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave some complimentary passes with Jonesy here.
Absolutely.
If you want to text 61010 and you want some complimentary wine tasting passes down to Hernder Estates, you can call in 905-688-2582. We'll make sure there's some of those here for you. You can pick them up maybe on Monday. We're closed today. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you
and
very
for the
much.
wine, you're
Cheers.
welcome to stick around.
No problem.
Jonesy's going to come in next after he engineers this next bumper with Cory Cruz.
Oh, he's so good.
Jonesy is good. Eh? He's cute, too. He's
Both
married.
are.
Just stay away.
So am I, but we can look.
Cory Cruz will play some more bumper music. We'll talk to David Jones just for a quick segment on the way out, and then we're going to talk to Cory Cruz on what it's like to be a rock star in Niagara. Right here on 610 CKTV.
Awesome.
Picture?
Sweet. We did it.
Yeah.
Can I get a picture with
For
you guys
sure.
with the wine?
Yeah.
Get the microphone in, too.
All right, yeah. Let's get this in.
Yeah.
See, this is a great idea, Sharat. Monique.
Baby, it's 3 in the morning.
Take it now?
Life's changing,
I am
but
taking-
I still stay.
You got a rapid fire?
No, it's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad that you mentioned you meet people along the way, and it's cool. So, awesome.
Oh, you're
Anytime you want to
inspiration.
come on. Oh, thank you.
All the great work you do.
Thank you.
You know, it gets you and Tara in here one time when they come in September or something like that. We'll tear it down in here.
Not sure what she'll do.
No,
Maybe
looks like
she
you guys
could-
are
we'll get her
really
to dance.
authentic and genuine and have a
Yeah,
lot of
no,
fun.
we do. It's cool. I'm actually, it's interesting, just with her family having a winery. That's how I met her, right? I met at an event, and since then we've been really close. But it's cool, and it's great because we all do our own thing, and then we get together and we're just ourselves, like
Cool.
two stupid little girls just having fun, being dumb and building snowmen at midnight,
Awesome.
Yeah, great. Do you want to stick around, listen to some more music or whatever? Cool, I'm going to finish the wine. I like this. I like watching this. When I was a kid, we used to pretend we were DJs and have radio stations.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Nazareth and
Hi,
Tomek.
very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
You
Look
can
at this
just slide in here.
beautiful voice.
Yeah,
Here.
okay, no. Where are you going to sit? You guys sit down.
No, I'll sit over there.
Sure.
Yeah, get on the mic.
Jonesy up on this one, I think. I'm going to take Jonesy first, and then we'll go to you.
Jim, we gotta be out for 58:30
All right.
for the satellite news.
All right.
So you can have a bottle. I'll take this one off.
Actually, Michael, maybe you could do it.
Yeah, I can drop my.
Yeah, and then I'll have Jonesy come to this mic. Perfect. He's going to be in and out quick, so he can just stay in the corner.
That's how we feel. That's not that. He's going to speak.
Buddy, can you just tap that mic in the corner? Yeah, perfect. Put in your bumpers. Get in here, Jonesy. Get in here. Welcome back. I am Jim Fannon. This is the Jim Fannon Show every Sunday right here at noon. 905-688-2582, 1-877-610-CKTV pound, 610 on the bell, Mobility Network, text 61010. David Jones has run the board. He's engineered my rock stars. He's screened your brutal callers. He's dumped you when you've dropped F-bombs. He's got my back, and now he's bailing on me. David, thanks for coming to my side of the booth where I'm the boss.
Hey, it's my first time actually sitting in here.
Awesome. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear your first time in, and a lot of first times in this booth. Tell us a little bit about how long you've been here and where you're going.
So I've actually been here for 4 years now, almost to the day.
Nice.
And I'm actually moving on to the world of water chemicals.
Okay.
So, way different than radio, but it's gonna help pay the bills and your career path. But definitely.
Somehow I don't think you're going far from radio. Once in radio, you're always a radio guy. So I hope to get you back in here, and young family. You got others to look after, so I appreciate you stepping up. And hey, opportunity always knocks. Sometimes you got to roll with it, eh?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I definitely hope to be back one day. I'm gonna keep at least a toe in the door,
Not a boy. Well, thanks for coming in and making time with us, brother. I really appreciate it. And
It's been a pleasure.
thanks for all your hard work, man. You've really helped it from running. I teach all the time. That doesn't sound like my bumper music. Well, no, that because some of your songs suck, and I'm tired with them, and I'm running my own. This is what I think he's saying, right? But he won't say it. But anyways, it's been great having you, at my back here, and I'm really glad to know you, brother. So
Yeah,
good luck.
great.
Good luck in your endeavors.
Definitely.
Get out of here. Go to your own booth. Take some callers. Cory Cruz, step up to this microphone right here. Tell us what it's like to be a rock star playing at 610 CKTV today.
This is absolutely amazing.
You having some fun with it?
So
As I almost dumped my glass of wine all over the control board. That would not go over well.
The White House of rock.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Have you been here before?
I've stood up front. And rode my bike a million times as a child. Like,
Tell us about you, how you come from, and how long have you been doing this music?
I'm an old man now. I'm 35 years old, and been playing music pretty much since I think I was 11 years old. I found my late father's guitar in the closet, had one string on it, basically picked it up and started playing along to the radio. And my mom came in, she's like, "What are you doing?" And I look, "Mom, I just taught myself guitar." And it went from one string and grew from there. It was right from there.
Are you just strictly a solo act? Are you
Right now, yeah.
supporting musicians for recordings? Are you playing everything yourself?
I'm actually, I was just asked to join a tour and backup singing, as well as open up for the show for a rising star country musician. And I can't say anymore.
Country?
Yeah, it's country.
Oh.
But yeah, it's I guess I'm dabbling in the country side of things now as well. But it's about music. I'm all for it.
Now, tell me a little bit about the competitive nature of music. You got a lot of friends in the business, or you guys all so competitive you don't talk to each other?
Nobody talks to me. No.
Somebody was saying the other day, I can't remember, it was X Prime or one of my friendlies, was saying, you know what, back in the day, we used to go to each other's shows all the time. You don't see the bands coming out to see the other guys.
It doesn't seem like that too much now. I mean, they're starting to grow that now. There's the usual suspect sort of thing in Niagara Falls, but it's growing, and I think St. Catharines should kind of take note to that too, or stick together with these bands. We've got all these great bars down here as well. That's really what it's about, band of brothers.
Now, is there anything that occurs for you that we can do municipally, provincially, or federally, mostly municipally, I guess, to help our musicians out? And Clark Bitter is a friend of the show here in Green Party Canada. You probably know him.
Absolutely.
You know, I really found it amazing that he referred to this local talent, and I constantly refer to it as a natural resource too. But he says, you know, as people put down their punch cards and are out of work, they pick up their guitar picks and they go to work there, and they've made money, they've made a living out of playing music, and I never thought of it as that. So tell me a little bit about, do you have any thoughts on what we can do to foster this?
Well, that's exactly this. I'm honored again. Thank you again for having me on here. This is exactly it. It's having a chance for our music to be out there and heard by people. And that's the payment for me. It's, somebody's having a bad day, listen to one of my songs, if it alters towards a positive a bit better, or they can relate to it, that's absolutely fulfillment for me. And my music helps me through my day with things, and I can share that with people.
That's why I'm drawn to it. I mean, music is the soundtrack of my life. I can tell you by summer which disc, which 20 songs were on my disc, and how it became the soundtrack of my life. And we've had really great success having you guys in here too as well. So, any gigs for you coming up?
I've got quite a few things coming up. I just played for the mayor of Niagara Falls.
Well, he's got lots of money, man. You can afford guys like you.
What a great guy. He's an amazing man. And all the pictures I have online with him, I'm always standing on my toes because I'm taller than him. Actually, you're taller as well. But yeah, I've actually, Karen Fraser is putting on bringing mobile to the Niagara area and on the steam. Night food and wine actually the 4th at the Scotia Convention Center.
That's the food fest that they're doing in Walton.
Yeah.
That would be. I don't. So you'll see it.
I'm not driving out of here, callers. Sorry about it, listeners.
It's a great show, though, so you're going to get a lot of support.
I'm absolutely honored to be a part of that. It's really cool. That's something right now. If everybody's online, after they're joining your Facebook page, I've entered the CBC music competition.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. I seen Wainwright up there.
Yeah.
I saw Mike Wainwright he had a song for Hockey Night in Canada.
Yeah.
Did you put one forward too?
Not for that.
Okay,
no.
So what's the CBC Vote for Me special? Because you've got a couple of supporters out there. I feel like I've crossed the spam line when your supporter said she's tweeting Cory Cruz out everywhere.
My friends and family, I consider people who listen to my music and are on my page are my friends and family because the Support Network brought the People's Choice Award into my hands, and that's all the people that are supporting me. Thank them for that. It's all you guys, really. That's what it's about. Like the CBC, it's basically a million rounds. It feels like it's going into May. You vote, and I just entered that Broken Promises song actually that came in on. And it's crossing my fingers, but we're going against me, myself, and I are going against every musician pretty much in Canada. So it's as long as it's Canadian music getting out there, I'm all for it. And it'd be nice to bring it down to Niagara Falls, that's the Niagara region.
Now, were you involved in any other capacity at the Niagara Music Awards other than just an award recipient? Can you speak to it? Do you know what's going on over there? Because it seems like such a great idea. I'm not sure who's behind there, how well organized it is.
Yeah, it's amazing couple guys. Todd and Nathan, they're absolutely all for the music, and I would suggest
Niagara Falls guys as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And they're all for the music. They really care about it. Like, again, they may have the day jobs, but when it comes to the music, it's passion, and it's about getting our music out there. And us as Niagaronians, if you want to say it that way, they're all for it. I suggest everybody get on their page too. It's the internet.
And when's that coming up this year?
That's actually coming up soon. I don't have a date on it, but they are Facebooking that it's coming up soon. So everybody get their music together.
We're going to catch you down at Scene this year, 2-day fest here in St.
It's amazing.
Catharines.
It just keeps growing. The headliners are amazing as well.
It's probably over 300 bands this year.
Amazing.
Steve Stumble was in last week, and they're called Lord Stumble. Did a really nice job. So pre-sale tickets have already outsold all of their early bird sales this year. They've already outsold all their ticket sales from just last year.
Wow.
So something's really blowing up.
That's amazing.
Union Events, I think, is behind it now. So from that also moved to the Niagara Falls with Stumbles.
It's great. It's the best part. Like, there's so much more in Niagara. It's amazing having these things, and we're bringing people from other cities here. And Jim Diodati say that's a good thing. Bring people here. It's an amazing place, and the talent just speaks for itself here. There's such a variety of it.
Cory Cruz, I really appreciate your time. Just on the way out, give us your contact information, websites, Facebook addresses, anything else we need, Twitter addresses, anything we need to get a hold of.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Really appreciate it.
What do you got? Twitter address?
I've got Twitter, CoryCruz.ca. You can find all my stuff on there. I'm on Facebook, Google.
Google me, YouTube me.
Google me, baby.
Cory, Cory. Lydia Tomek. How do we get a hold of you? Thank you very much for coming in. That was really fun.
Check me out on Twitter at Lydia Lopa and www.lydiatomek.com.
And Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Show me some love. I need more than 109 likes, David B. Jones, David Bearded Jones. I like you too, Jonesy. Well done, and we'll see you on another day behind the engineer's booth. Right here on 610 CKTV's Jim Fannon Show. I'm out. Nicely done, kids.
Awesome.
Did not suck at all.
That was great. That's cool, so you'll be there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
very excited to be there.
Are you in the center court?
I'm playing 3 hours. I'm playing from lunch till 3 o'clock. I don't even know where I'm playing. There on the Saturday and the Sunday, 3 o'clock to 6.
Sweet, because I'm going to be there speaking at 2 o'clock on Saturday. So, yeah,
I get a chance to compliment that. Like talk about just meeting somebody and being inspired in a short period of time. Like, just hearing what you said there was just about getting out there and having to do it yourself. Like, I'm so shy with things, but I magnetically attach myself to that.
Cool.
That was really cool. Really
well, you're extremely talented, so as long as you can back it up, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like going out there and then people being disappointed. You have to.
You gotta have some game.
That's right. That's cool. That's awesome. And so, how long have you been playing for?
Technically picked the guitar up when I was 11. But, I gave it up for a little while. I worked in factories and stuff. I shut everything down. Atlas, Pipe. It seems like just everybody's like, well, Weston worked for the gas industry. I'm like, well, it'll turn to electric cars if I do that at this point. So,
that's cool. No, very good. Very good.
So, a little self-serving Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
Nicely done,
Jonesy. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna probably head out.
Yeah.
I need some lunch. I've been up early, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very good seeing you, and stop by the wineries.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what?
I got a buddy of mine that works down there on the floor.
Oh, great. Cool. And, enjoy it. And, Congratulate you on your wins.
Appreciate that.
Bring in the ladies. I'd be rock star.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We're looking for anybody.
Yeah,
no
problem.
Anything.
Good. Maybe even lessons. I don't know if
Hey,
you've seen me play.
absolutely. I've never had them, but
It's kinda
I'm sure I can
shitty.
figure it out. Yeah, you know, that's all right.
Cool.
We'll
Yeah,
find
you got
another
work
excuse
here,
to have you in real lot taller in real life than
That's without heels. Just wait till I wear my heels. That's cool. So we'll see you guys around then.
That's still
All
going.
right. Hey guys.
See ya.
I love it.
CoreyCruise.ca.
Yeah, that's how you do that, huh? Somebody wants me to do a live broadcast from the Victoria Park 420 event.
Wow.
It's around the air April 20th.
That's supposed to be Easter or something this year. Or something. I seen something on Facebook. I know.
Yeah, it is Easter weekend, right? Good Friday's the 18th.
Yeah. Crazy.
You want some of this?
Yeah. I've got extra. Okay, I got a water bottle there. Cool.
Have
Thanks.
you have a glass?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, say goodbye, Cory. Shut this down. Goodbye, everyone. That was our first time.
Peace out, yo.